called it. I so called it. People said I was nuts. Said I was a clown for putting the Bungles at 32 and the Jacksonville Jaguars higher. And look who won. Oh, that's right. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Might be the only one of the season, but they got it. Called it. The Bungles want to win, both at field level and at management, but they never address their issues of the O-line. Jacksonville Jaguars, on the field, they want to play. Management, not so much. They're trying to tank. It's not going to work because just because management wants to tank doesn't mean the players do. The players are going to go out there and they're going to try to do their best to win. And they did. Unlike the Bungles. Just saying. Suck it. I had like 5 people at work call me crazy for saying that. But I was right. But now that we've actually moved on into the season, don't do all 32 because no one cares about the Jets or the Browns, whatever. They care about the winners. Or at least the best. Which, at number 12, they didn't win. But turns out, at number 12, the 49ers. I can't believe they lost. Like going into this, like, oh, the Cardinals are going to finish dead last. That would be like 3-13. Like, oh. Turns out that trade for DeAndre Hopkins was major. DeAndre Hopkins had 14 catches, the most in his career. Holy shit. And 49ers, George Kittle, the number 1 target, is hurt. Just like all the wide receivers. So they have 2 running backs and Bueller. Yeah. If George Kittle's out, along with other wide receivers out with injury, they have no one to throw the ball to. Congratulations having Jimmy G as a quarterback, who now has to hand the ball off every play because there's no one to throw the ball to. Holy shit. Although they say it's just a minor sprain, he should be back by, next Sunday and all that. Believe it when I see it. But who knows? Maybe they're right. Maybe he will be back. Doubt it. But he could be. We'll have to wait and see on that. Man. I would have probably not dropped. No, if the Cardinals sucked, I probably would have dropped them even more. But Cardinals turn out, holy shit, they're actually pretty fucking good. Who saw that coming? Number 11. I gotta say the Packers. Alright, so they didn't need to drop the wide receiver or tight end or O-line or defense. Except the Vikings defense is at half power due to season losses and COVID sit-outs. They had 3 players lost in the offseason / COVID. So when the Packers play a real defense, will they have the same ability to go out there and play? I mean, they have all their talent on offense on the quarterback and running back. You go up against a good run defense team, that might hurt them. Had to wait and see. Number 10. There's a few teams that have talent everywhere but the quarterback. No, say the Cowboys, the Browns, so forth. But for this team, that is not an issue. The Patriots. I wanted to push them higher, but they beat the Dolphins. Can they do as well against, say, the Bills? Wait to find out. Oh, number 9. Hi, Bill. I mean, Bills. Stephon Diggs didn't have an explosive game. Those around him did great. Pulling a Randy Moss on Patriots duty, Diggs is drawing the defense over to him, so the rest of the team does better. Case in point, Wes Welker. He put up a Hall of Fame season when he had Randy Moss on the other side. He goes to the Broncos. He has mediocre talent at best. I feel Diggs is pulling the same thing for the rest of the Bills. As long as he's out there, he's drawing the other teams onto him. It's like, all right, do we double cover that guy or do we double cover Diggs? We should probably double cover Diggs. Well, hey, I'm single coverage. Throw him the ball. Hey, look at that first down. Keep it up, Bills. See how much higher you can go. Number 8. Another team that has no issue at quarterback. Steelers. Big Ben had more rushing yards than Saquon Barkley. Unfortunately, though, it was the Giants that they beat, so I can't push them too much farther, but how does Big Ben get more rushing yards than your premier running back? Sorry, Giants, you might want to do something about that. Just saying. Number 7, LA Rams with a big home opener win. Who knows? If the Cowboys had a real quarterback and not Dak, the Rams probably wouldn't be here. But for some reason, Jerry Jones insists on keeping Dak out there, which let the LA Rams go out and beat them. A team that has Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, the best O-line in the league, and they can't win because of Dak Prescott. Like, this should not have been a contest. LA Rams should not have won this, but they did. If they'd been a real team, I'd probably, just like with a lot of these, push them up higher. But you can't because it was the Cowboys with no quarterback. Number 6, Titans. It was an ugly win, but a win is a win. Against a team that blanked them last year in the regular season. How quick are they going to be to replace the kicker? Not sure because, except for maybe 2 teams, every kicker struggled out there this week. Is it field issues? It's like, oh, well, during the preseason, we noticed this was wrong with the turf. We noticed that was wrong with the field. So we got to get that fixed before the regular season starts. There's no preseason, so they don't notice those issues. Or maybe it's just the lack of playing against an actual team. Because when you kick in practice, no, they're making 70-yarders in practice. Because they just go straight out as far as they need to. They don't need to worry about people trying to block them. So they need to go up and out. They just go out. When you play in a real game, well, now you can't just think, go straight down the line, because guess where 5 of the tallest defensive players are going to be? Right down the middle, waving their arms around, trying to block the ball. Will we see kicking improve next week? Hopefully, because holy hell was atrocious this week. Seahawks at number 5. The Falcons aren't a bad team, so beating them means something. But I still don't know if I trust that defense yet. Maybe they win next week, they'll break the top 4. Oh, speaking of top 4, the Cardinals. I know you're thinking, wait, they had 1 win. Yes, they had 1 win. Against the NFC champions. The NFC champions lost to the Cardinals. And mind you, this was no preseason. No preseason, and they went out and they beat the NFC champions. With a couple more games on the belt, they'll be playing even better. Bar an injury. Could they take the NFC West? Man, that trade for DeAndre Hopkins is looking amazing. Everyone already shit on the Texans for it. But I was like, yeah, but man, can you really give up David Johnson? He's a great running back when he's on the field. It's like, yeah, you got DeAndre Hopkins, and now you get Fitzgerald on this side. Oh, speaking of Hopkins, career high 14 catches. And, much like Diggs, Fitzgerald is still drawing a defense, which allows DeAndre Hopkins to be single covered. You know what DeAndre Hopkins calls single coverage? No coverage, because he's DeAndre Hopkins. And now let's say, well, we saw what DeAndre Hopkins did. We're going to double cover him. Great. Leave Larry Fitzgerald single covered. You know what he calls single coverage? Open. Barring injury, this could be the NFC team to watch. And it's not like, oh, well, we lost David Johnson in the run game. They still got Kenyon Drake. They still have a run game. They have a passing game. Oh, and then they really got they still have Patrick Peterson, don't they? So shit, they still even have a defense. Gosh, should have had Cardinals higher last week. Just think, when they get a couple more games on the belt and the team gels better, they're going to be even harder to beat. Number 3, I was going to put them at number 2, but number 3, the Ravens. Again, I was going to put them higher, but it was the Browns. A team with too much talent to be that bad except quarterback, much like the Cowboys. Maybe they should make a trade for Alex Smith, just saying. Even then, the Ravens would still beat them. But it wouldn't be 38-6, it'd be, 38-24. Goddamn. How do you have Nick Chubb, Kareem Hicks, Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, and your team gets 6 points? Just saying. You have all that talent except quarterback, and you get 6 points. Now, at least for this week, number 2, the Saints. I had to put them here above the Ravens because A, Ravens only beat the Browns, and B, Saints probably beat the biggest threat in the NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They put on a hell of a show doing it too, using all their talent. They had Taysom Hill out there, multiple positions, doing great. I just don't think Taysom Hill's going to be the future, though. When Drew Brees retires, like, Taysom Hill is great because when he's on the field, you don't know what he is. Is he a wide receiver? Is he a running back? Is he a tight end? Is he a quarterback? You don't know. But if he's the quarterback out there and only the quarterback, all right, well, we need to change our defense. Why? Well, Taysom Hill's their only quarterback now. When you're on, he's their starter. He's the quarterback. There's no, oh, the quarterback's out there, so it's Taysom Hill. Is this going to be a wildcat to Taysom Hill? Is it going to be tight end? Is he going to be running back? Is he going to be wide receiver? We don't know. But when he's just a starter, then it's like, all right, well, he's the quarterback. So play him like every single quarterback in the league. Yeah. But that's going to be a next year issue. Just saying. The number one, the Chiefs. Beat the Texans. Played well, but could play even better. Imagine being the chance and being able to play even better than you did even after you got a W. I love all the memes of like, because of Andy Reid's face mask was all fogged up. It's like, imagine beating the Texans and you can't even see the plays they're calling. They could very well take the AFC again, and maybe even the whole league again. Be the first back-to-back champions since the Patriots. Duh. Goddamn Patriots. I knew Cam Newton still had it in him, and with Bill Belichick as his coach, I knew Cam was going to go out there and do something special. He broke the record for the most rushing yards by a quarterback under Bill Belichick in the Patriots season and all that era. There you go. Goddamn, that was week 1. That's week 1. Again, with no... A lot of these teams, obviously with no preseason, this was their first game. So a lot of them are probably going to do even better. It's like, well, they threw 4 touchdowns and ran 1 in, and their defense did amazing. Yeah, now imagine them doing even better next week. And other teams, like the Browns. Did the Browns hit rock bottom? Not yet. If they lose to the Bungles on Thursday night, then they'll have hit rock bottom. Just saying. Don't lose to the Bungles. Bungles are 32 in my books. And they'll always be 32 until they fix the O-line. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Should some teams be higher? Some teams lower? Some teams make it that didn't? Let me know. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.